Hello good people! Instead of doing a tutorial, I'm going to have somewhat of a rant video. It's more of a question I've been thinking about lately, and I'd like to pose it to you, and hopefully it will spark some sort of thought, and you guys will leave a comment below, or maybe even a video response. So the question I've been thinking about is, do we take technology for granted? I think we do. You may completely disagree, but again, this is just my thoughts. So, let me tell you about my day. So, when I come home from school, the first thing I do is I come upstairs in my room, bam, right on my MacBook. I check my email, check my Twitter, and see if anyone's uploaded a new video to YouTube. And I'm expecting it all to be there. I'm just assuming that these things are just going to work flawlessly. I'm going to have every email, every RSS, I'm going to have every tweet, and I'm going to see every video that people have put up. And when it doesn't, it's like me, and I know this is for other people too, I am so quick to blame. You know, oh my god, my email won't send, this is totally their fault. Shame on them. Well, think about it. More than 20. Before there were computers, you know, early 1900s, you had to handwrite a letter, put it in an envelope, and send it out, and then you had to wait for it to get there, and then you had to wait for them to read it, and then respond, and then to mail it back to you. And that could take 2 or 3 weeks just to go back and forth once. But think about it now. You can plop right onto a computer, go to wherever you do to do your email, type it, hit enter, and zoom, it's off. And the person can get it within 5 minutes. It's pretty amazing. So I don't think we should be quick to blame. And, you know, when Twitter goes through maintenance, oh my god, I can't send my tweet. Well, you know what? Big deal. They're probably trying to make it so that it's better for you. I mean, these people using their time and the effort, and they don't even have to. The people that created Twitter, they didn't need to do this, but they're doing this. They thought this would be a good idea for everyone to have. And I think we shouldn't be so quick to blame or to complain, but I think we should be commending these people for their efforts. Actually, a couple weeks ago, my internet stopped working, and the first thing I did was Comcast's fault. I can't believe this. Well, think. They set up this whole system so that I can connect to the internet. And the internet is a huge thing. I mean, think before there was the internet. It's amazing. It was so hard to get information. You had to go to books, to a library. But now, no, right here, Google search. So the point I'm trying to make right here is that, you know, these people that are putting their time and effort to create a service that we use daily, well, they should be commended. They shouldn't be blamed. And now I'm actually going to tell a couple of stories about technology and people using it for granted. So, today in class, there was this girl, and she was texting on her phone, and she said that the text was taking forever to send. And then she said that she spoke to her friend later, and then it took the friend forever to get it. And she was like, oh my god, this is unbelievable. Well, it's going into space! Your text message is going up into space. Can you give it some time to get back from space? I mean, really? And another popular story, I haven't personally heard this one, but I know that some people have. Flying. When you go to an airport, they always have this big story about how they made you wait and how it's the worst thing ever. So you'll be asking, oh, how'd your flight go? Oh, it was horrible. It took us 20 minutes to board the plane. Oh, really? What happened next? Well, then next we had to sit on the runway for 40 minutes. They had the audacity to make us wait on the runway for 40 minutes. Oh, really? What happened next? Did you fly through the air incredibly? Flying in the air like a bird. Think about it. Think about what flying is. You're sitting in a chair in the sky. In the sky. And think about how quick it takes you to get to, you know, Massachusetts, California. 5 hours by plane. By car, it used to be like more than a week, 2 weeks. And, you know, technology just comes so far, and a prime example is music players. So right here, I have an iPod Touch. So think about the iPod Touch. Think about everything that this thing is capable of. Think this is a 16 gigabyte. Think how many songs I can put on here. And you know what? We can even go, a step down. The iPod Shuffle. This is a 4 gigabyte iPod Shuffle. And before that, there were these. There were cassettes. And you could fit maybe 20 songs on a cassette. I can fit over 100 songs, over 200 songs on this 4 gigabyte iPod Nano. And think of the size comparison. I can put more than 5 times the music on this than I could on this. And another example, and probably going to be my last one, is the iPhone. Now the iPhone, it's all touch. You dial the number, press talk. Simple. Think about before there were cell phones, and there were only house phones, and the house phones, there were ones with the dials, and you had to turn, and it was a hassle to turn and keep turning and turning. And then there was no answering machine, so it would just ring and ring and ring all by your lonesome self, and you had to wait. But now everything's so different. I mean, you can just dial a number, and it's just so simple. And technology just come so far, and these people have made all these efforts to make it possible. And I think they should be commended, and I think we should, be thanking them. And I don't think we should take technology for granted as much. And after making this video, I definitely don't think I will, and I definitely think next time I'm using Twitter or if I'm on YouTube. So that's it for this rant. Hopefully you have some sort of thought or opinion. You can either post a comment below or feel free to make a video response. I'd like to thank you guys for taking your time to watch this video, and take care.